Fake all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. 36. Joker, hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now a run with Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw. Costello. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Set. 10-2 stop. Hey, check. Set.
Off play action. Costello nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Back to throw. Costello. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Costello setting up the screen for Cook. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offense.
Good strip. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Costello. And Diggs has it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The throw over the middle taken in, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
On third down, McFarland. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield on play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. On second down now, it's Cook. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Costello. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. On 1st and 10, Costello. He's got Smith here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Costello. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
A gain of 14. And the Vikings first down.
53, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Caught on the slant.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Got it. Ready. 15, line.
So the challenge comes in inside, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Run.
55, Mike, 55.
Mayfield will let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Costello, flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Costello, nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking to throw on second down. Costello. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
30 base.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
On fourth down, Costello. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Flushed out right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Mayfield on first down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let him know, let him know. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Check, hot route. Hot.
Get it.
Back to throw. Costello. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Tighten up. Watch out.
Go.
Hey, switch gears.
Let go.
On the ground, it's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down, Vikings.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Team 6.
Looking to throw. Costello. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Let's get off the field, D.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
53 from Mike. 53 from Mike. Let's go now.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
53, check 53.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. Kill. Turn it up.
Hey, Sam on.
Check 30.
Deep river.
On 4th down, Costello. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A first down throw from Mayfield. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hey, foxtrot.
53 is the mic.
To throw on second down. Costello, complete. Smith has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Double dog, that's the way.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's going to look deep down the field, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Alert! You got tape.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Browns unable down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Ready?
951. Watch the screen.
Go.
On first down, McFarland. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by McManus is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Kings!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Vikings, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.